everybody, welcome back and welcome to the November edition of Celebrity Signings. For those who've never been here before, this is when I look back on each month and look at what autographs I've received over the last month, and this is my November wrap-up. So let's crack on. Nice short video this time around because didn't really get a huge amount. First autograph I got in November was this. It's a signed theatre programme from actor Oliver Farnworth, who's been touring in Girl on the Train at the moment. I actually went to the theatre when this was on to try and catch Samantha Womack. I've met her before, but I tried to catch her. Unfortunately, she'd already gone in by the time I got there, and she never came out between the matinees, so I missed her. But Oliver came out, and he's starring in the show with her. He's probably best known for Coronation Street. I'm not sure the name of his character, I'm afraid, and also Mr. Selfridge. And I met him outside. He was really, really nice, and you can see he signed the front cover of my programme for me for The Girl on the Train, Oliver Farnworth. Really nice chap. If you get the chance to meet him, really nice fella. So that was my first in-person autograph for November. Next up was a second return, really. I've already written to Joanna Lumley before, but I wrote to her again. Those who watched my previous videos will know I wrote to Jennifer Saunders while she was in theatre, and she sent me this lovely picture back, signed to Carl Jennifer Saunders. So I took a punt and sent it to Joanna Lumley, and I'm so pleased I did. So you can see she signed it. Cheers, Carl Sweetie, Joanna Lumley. She also signed this picture, which I sent of her from sort of her youth modelling days. And also this one, which is from the Doctor Who comic relief comedy spin-off, The Curse of Fatal Death, where she played one of the incarnations or regenerations of the Doctor, along with the other actors you can see there, Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Grant and others. And she signed that one for me. And then she also included something of her own, which was this card here. So I didn't send this to her. This is the New Avengers, signed Joanna Lumley there. And on the back it says, "Congratulations, you found a very limited edition, genuine hand-signed autograph card by Joanna Lumley Purdy." So that's entirely her own doing. She put that in for me and sent me back this card, which is fantastic. And I'm over the moon with it. Also, my Curse of Fatal Death, this. But most of all, I'm really pleased to having my dual-signed French and... No, not French and Saunders. Saunders and Lumley. Not French and Saunders. I do have a Joanna Lumley thing signed. Sorry, I do have a Jennifer Saunders thing signed, which I might send to Dawn French, but I haven't decided yet. But really, really pleased to get this back dual-signed. Next up was actually a pre-order book purchase. I'm a huge fan of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. For those who don't know who she is, she's probably best known for writing and acting in Fleabag, which is brilliant. If you've not seen it, my God, watch it. It's hilarious. Also starring in Solo, the Star Wars spin-off film, as AL337, the robot. And she's also co-wrote part of the new Bond film as well. I've written to her via Venue a couple of times, never had a response. I don't think she does through the mail. She's very good in person, apparently, but I've never met her. And she's just finished her last ever tour of Fleabag, so her Fleabag scripts have just come out. Really annoyed because the book is scratched, as you can see across the top there, but never mind, that's not the end of the world. But I got this book, which says, "This edition of Fleabag, the scriptures, signed by the author, is limited to 5,000 copies." I didn't know it was a limited edition, which is brilliant, and you can see she signed that there. So finally got to add Phoebe Waller-Bridge to my autograph collection. Next up is a via Venue request. I actually sent this months and months ago, and the show is long finished. But obviously Amanda Lawrence, who's the lady I wrote to, has still kept hold of the fan mail and decided to send back, which is brilliant. She's probably best known for, I would imagine, two of the things I've got her to sign here. This picture is from Star Wars The Last Jedi, where she played Commander Daisy, and she signed that, Amanda Lawrence, and she signed it in gold pen. It looks superb. And she's also one of the witches, Doomfinger, in Doctor Who as well. I think it's the Shakespeare Code, I want to say. Or someone I'm sure will correct me on that if I'm wrong. And she signed those for me as well. So this is the Star Wars picture that she signed. And here is the Doctor Who picture as well, and they look fantastic. Really, really pleased with those. So yeah, really cool return. A bit of a wait, but I got it in the end from via Venue from Amanda Lawrence. Next purchase is actually a charity shop book purchase from someone I've already got in my collection. It's Michael Bentine. I don't know if many people watching the video will know who he is. If you've ever heard of The Goons, previously starring Spike Milligan and Peter Sellers and those kind of folks. Basically kind of like the sort of the people who created, you know, the godfathers of British comedy, I'd probably call them. Michael was one of the founder members of the Goons. I think he did a couple of series on radio, all of which are lost all of his shows lost, unfortunately. But this book was in a charity shop. I've seen it several times and I'm hard about buying it. And finally the other day I went in and paid like £3, I think it was. It was nothing, and got this, which is fantastic. It is dedicated, but I've cut the dedication off just for this video. But it is signed there, Michael Benteen. I've compared it to my previous autograph from him, and it's identical. So yeah, really pleased with that. Next up is a through the mail request from Manchester United and Wales footballer Daniel James. I love this guy. Look how happy he is in his picture. He's just so happy, bless him. You can't help but smile. And I'm starting to kind of grow my Manchester United and also Welsh footballers, as I am Welsh and a Manchester United fan, and I absolutely love this. I did send my own picture. It didn't come back signed. I think United have stopped getting people to sign stuff now. They just do these pre-signed cards instead, but it's genuine, which is great. So really happy with that. And the next autograph I got, another through the mail, this took about 10 days, no time at all, is Joan Hooley, who's probably best known for things like Emergency Ward 10. She played Dr. Louise Marler in Emergency Ward 10, and she played a character called Josie in EastEnders. Not really an EastEnders fan, so I don't know of the character myself. The reason I wrote to her, though, I was watching a programme recently, and it said that this kiss here on Emergency Ward 10 in the late 50s was the first on-screen interracial kiss, which I thought was a fantastic bit of TV history. So I sent it to Joan. Sadly, she signed the back, but yeah, never mind. To Carl, with love and best wishes, Joan Hooley. And it's quite a cool, I don't know her that well as an actress, but as a sort of historical piece, I think it's really cool, so I'm really happy with that. And that is it for November, short and sweet. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a couple of standalone videos coming out in the next week or two, and then I'll probably do a belated video at the beginning of January for my wrap-up of December. Thank you very, very much. If I don't see you or speak to you beforehand, have a very, very Merry Christmas and a fantastic start to 2020, and thank you very much for supporting Celebrity Signings. Please comment, like, subscribe. I always love to hear from you. Have a fantastic next few weeks, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.